During the last Balmoral summit, an unexpected secret that will affect the royal family was revealed. This has gained a lot of interest from the general public, and discussions have been held about it. Queen Elizabeth's only daughter, Princess Anne, shared a secret message from Queen Elizabeth about Princess Catherine during the summit. Most interestingly, Queen Consort Camilla was too stunned to speak when she heard this. So, what exactly did Princess Anne say that left Camilla in disbelief? Make sure to stick around until the end, because this is one story you won't want to miss. To understand why this revealed secret wish is significant, let's examine the relationships within the royal family. Princess Anne stands out among the members, being Queen Elizabeth's only daughter and the fierce keeper of the royal family secrets. Also known as the Princess Royal, she is the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, born on August 15, 1950. She is also the only sibling of King Charles. Over time, she has shown her dedication to royal duties and has been involved in many charity movements. Known for her disciplined attitude and strong work ethic, and had a relationship in 1970 with Andrew Parker Bowles, who later married Camilla Shand. Camilla eventually married King Charles, Anne's elder brother, after Princess Diana passed away, becoming his second wife and queen consort. Anne married Captain Peter Phillips, and their union produced two children, Peter Phillips and Zara Tyndall. After her first marriage ended in divorce, she married Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence and is currently married to him. Just recently, during the Balmoral summit, Princess Anne made headlines by revealing a stunning message about Catherine that the late Queen had entrusted to her. Who is this famous Catherine to whom Queen Elizabeth had to confide her secret wish about her future to Princess Anne? Let's find out. Catherine, Princess of Wales, is the wife of William, Prince of Wales, and heir apparent to the British throne. Born in 1982 in Reading, Berkshire, England, she became the Princess of Wales in 2022, following the title last held by Princess Diana, who was known for her kindness and humility. Like Diana, Catherine is beloved for her compassionate nature, making her a cherished member of the royal family. Catherine, the eldest child of Michael and Carol Middleton, grew up with siblings Pippa and James. Her parents initially worked as British Airways flight attendants before founding a mail-order business selling children's party supplies, which supported her education at prestigious schools, including Marlborough College in Wiltshire. Known for her commitment, Catherine excelled in both academics and sports. In 2001, she attended the University of St Andrews in Scotland, where she studied art history and met Prince William, who was also a first-year student. Their friendship turned romantic in 2002, and although they briefly split in 2007, they soon reconciled. Their engagement in 2010 marked a turning point with Catherine, formally adopting the name Catherine. Ahead of their 2011 wedding, she then became the Duchess of Cambridge and, along with William, welcomed three children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Catherine quickly adapted to royal life and became popular with the public, dedicating herself to numerous charitable causes, especially those related to children's welfare. In 2021, she launched the Centre for Early Childhood, furthering her commitment to childhood development. She has also been a prominent advocate for mental health, co-founding the Heads Together initiative with Prince William and Prince Harry in 2017. Catherine, a skilled amateur photographer, often shares family portraits online. After Queen Elizabeth's passing in September 2022, Catherine's role in the royal family grew more defined with King Charles's succession. William became Duke of Cornwall and Catherine, the Duchess of Cornwall and Cambridge, assumed the title of Princess of Wales. Their eldest son, George, also received the title Prince of Wales. In January 2024, Kensington Palace announced that Catherine would take a 2-month break from royal duties for planned abdominal surgery. Her health became a topic of intense speculation, especially after rumors surfaced in March following her edited Mother's Day photograph. Catherine later revealed her cancer diagnosis and that she was undergoing chemotherapy. Despite her limited public appearances, she attended the Trooping the Colour ceremony in June. Now, after completing her treatment, Catherine is set to resume her royal duties, as she announced in a video in September. Queen Elizabeth's legacy will undoubtedly shape Catherine's future, but what are the late Queen's specific wishes for her and how will they influence her life? Turning to other royal relationships, let's explore the dynamic between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla. The public is often intrigued by the royal family's private lives, and Anne and Camilla's relationship is no exception. They've shared a long, complex history, having known each other long before Camilla's involvement with Charles. Their relationship, however, has been strained. Camilla, part of the elite circles in the 1960s, met Charles through and during a polo match in 1970, which sparked her relationship with him. Yet despite her closeness with Charles, Camilla's relationship with Anne remained tense. The situation, however, was not as excellent as it seemed at that time. Anne was dating Andrew, and through Anne's relationship with Andrew Parker Bowles, Camilla and Charles met and began their affair. We'll look at Anne's relationship with Andrew shortly, but first, how did these royals meet? Camilla was introduced to the royal family through Andrew, an ex-boyfriend, when she got to know Prince Charles around 1970. Camilla had been in an on-and-off relationship with cavalry officer Andrew Parker Bowles, a major in the Royal Household Guards who played on Prince Charles's polo team. Parker Bowles was a friend of Charles and had dated his sister, Princess Anne. The pair soon became an item and dated on and off for 7 years. Despite Charles's attraction to Camilla, the demands of his naval career meant they didn't begin a relationship until 1972. Charles's decision to sign up for the Royal Navy was the catalyst, but other factors were at play. While Charles was away on an extended naval deployment in 1973, Camilla and Parker B.S. rekindled their relationship. That March, Parker B.S. proposed to Camilla, and on July 4, 1973, they married in a lavish ceremony at the Guards Chapel, with their reception held at St. James's Palace. Several royals attended the wedding, including Anne. Was there a twinge of jealousy? We can't tell, but given Camilla's sudden engagement to Andrew and the hastiness of their marriage, it raised concerns. This was due to the famous love scandal that made waves in the royal family. Rumors have it that Camilla got involved with King Charles because of Princess and possibly to get back at her for dating Andrew. The rumors suggest that Camilla got closer to Charles to spite her then boyfriend, Andrew Parker B.S., who still had feelings for Anne, his ex-girlfriend. Allegedly, it was a revenge situation according to *The News. And if it hadn't been for Andrew's infidelity, Camilla might have never pursued a relationship with Charles. Could this be true? When Queen Camilla and King Charles decided to marry in 2005, members of the royal family weren't particularly thrilled. Princess Anne didn't acknowledge Camilla at the ceremony, and Queen Elizabeth wasn't even in attendance. The tension was visible during the photo session, with the royals standing steps away from the couple, and Princess Anne looking as if she didn't want to be there. Princess Anne remained close to Andrew despite the complicated love triangle between the trio. She made Andrew the godfather of her daughter, Zara Phillips, while Charles became the godfather of Tom Parker, Andrew and Camilla's son. This is a bit weird, considering all the family ties. Take a moment to process this information because there are many entanglements in the royal family. The problems between Anne and Camilla were not just a personality clash, they also stemmed from fears regarding their future with the royal family. This was the same view held by Anne, who allegedly did not believe that Camilla could become a queen in her own right. An insight shared once again by Princess Diana's dressmaker, her statement extended internationally and globally and spread during a charity race day. During which her words were weighty, it showed a wider hesitancy that existed among many in the royal family and within the British population as a whole about welcoming Camilla into her new role. That reluctance was based on the numerous challenges in Camilla's relationship with Charles and the haunted past, especially as they related to Princess Diana. Similar to how perceptions of the royal family changed, those opinions also shifted, and voicing doubts about Camilla in 2018 gave voice to what many felt then. The problems around bringing Camilla into the royal family were not just about private roles but public perception too, as well as worries about damaging the legacy of the monarchy. Camilla's struggle to gain people's acceptance was not easy, and the tension between her and Anne revealed part of what she had to face in the royal family. After marrying Charles, Camilla turned to charity work to change public opinion regarding her. She used her new platform for good, particularly on domestic issues. Violence, she took on roles at over 100 charities championing issues ranging from promoting literacy to supporting victims of domestic violence and helping older people. Amid all this, we should know the nature of the relationship between Queen Elizabeth and the two princesses. Did Princess Catherine have a better relationship with Queen Elizabeth than Princess Camilla? What attracted Queen Elizabeth to Princess Camilla? Was it her charm or her dedication to royal duties? To find an answer, we need to look at the Queen's bond with Catherine. The bond between Queen Elizabeth and Princess Catherine was incredible, enduring over the years until the monarch's passing. During significant anniversaries, the Queen often gave the Princess of Wales valuable gifts, one of which turned out to be the last meaningful gift before the monarch's demise. According to the Daily Mirror, Queen Elizabeth granted Princess Catherine and Prince William permission to host a joint 40th birthday party at one of her esteemed royal residences to honor this special occasion. The late monarch exhibited extraordinary generosity by presenting Catherine with jewels from her collection. A source revealed, Her Majesty was extremely generous on Catherine's birthday and gifted her with some jewels from her collection, which she will no doubt wear on special occasions soon. One extraordinary diamond set brought tears to Catherine's eyes, the coronation necklace and earrings. The Queen's request for a private conversation made this gift even more emotional for Princess Catherine. She reportedly asked the Princess of Wales to promise to wear the coronation set when her husband, Prince William, is crowned. The coronation necklace and earrings hold immense sentimental value as they are part of the crown's possessions, worn by multiple generations of queens during their coronation ceremonies. The late Queen, who wore the set during her coronation, passed it down as a cherished heirloom. The Crown owns the necklace and pear-shaped earrings, so they aren't any monarch's possession, a source noted. It is very dear to the Queen, who wore it at her coronation, as did her mother, the Queen Mother, and her grandmother, Queen Mary, when their husbands became king. This set symbolizes a lineage of queenship, and the Queen deemed it fitting that Catherine be the next queen to don this historic piece. The Queen told Catherine, "It's only right that you are the next queen to wear them." Meanwhile, Princess Catherine had also given Her Majesty sweet personal gifts, including a touching homemade present for Christmas. Since joining the royal family, Princess Catherine has formed a bond with Queen Elizabeth, looking to her as a source of inspiration. Over the years, the mother of three has come a long way since marrying Prince William, the heir to the British throne, in 2011. As she grew more comfortable in her senior royal role, Catherine became a positive presence for her grandmother-in-law. Her Majesty saw the Waleses as the monarchy's future and implicitly trusted Catherine and William's judgment. The princess often asked for advice about speeches she was due to make, whom she could depend on within the palace, and the protocol she should follow. The Queen was always happy to impart her wisdom and took pride in being Catherine's go-to advisor on royal life. Prince William's romance with Kate Middleton blossomed during their university days, but it wasn't until years later that she officially met the monarch. Both graduated in the same ceremony attended by the Queen, but despite being a couple, the official meeting between Catherine and Her Majesty came much later. Recalling the first time they met during an interview to mark their engagement, Prince William said, "Well, I first met her at Peter and Autumn's wedding, and again it was among many other guests. She was very friendly." Throughout her tenure as a member of the British royal family, Catherine had the Queen as a guide. This guidance was essential as she was to one day be Queen Consort and was being shown surreptitiously by Queen Elizabeth what that future would entail. Queen Elizabeth also signalled her approval of Catherine through public appearances and private meetings, often entrusting Catherine with duties and decisions the monarch usually undertook. Coinciding with this, Princess Catherine and Queen Elizabeth shared a passion for photography. The Queen began her lifelong dedication to photography when she was given a box Brownie camera as a child. At the same time, Princess Catherine oversaw an entire Hold Still project during lockdown that asked the country to document Britain's experience under quarantine. There were other similarities between both women to consider. The Queen reportedly appreciated the chutney Catherine made for her in their early years together. They had consulted on matching outfits to ensure they presented themselves in an equally regal and modest manner. Both women were devoted to living as simply as possible, an approach that took center stage in the early years of their marriages. That bond became a blueprint for how Prince William and Princess Catherine later defined their union, underscored by the importance of family, remaining grounded in times of triumphant success, and a commitment to public service. Both weathered a media spotlight together with grace and class. In doing so, it became apparent that the two would serve as role models for generations. This bond was even stronger in 2019 when Queen Elizabeth formally acknowledged Catherine's loyalty to the family. The Queen bestowed upon Catherine her highest personal honor, the Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order, recognizing individuals for their services to the sovereign. The award emphasized how much Catherine meant to the Queen and solidified her as one of the royal family members that Queen Elizabeth was closest to. As we ponder their relationship, it is essential to consider how it developed in a fast-changing world. Catherine joined the royal family at a time when they were under intense scrutiny and had to adapt, but she somehow stayed true to herself. Her modern take on royal duties and sincerity made her an instant favorite with the public. So did this relationship with Queen Elizabeth run more profound than mere adoration? Now, let's look at the revelation about the Queen's secret wish, and now the moment you've all been waiting for, Queen Elizabeth's secret wish. In her final years, the Queen shared with Princess Anne one dream she had for the monarchy's future, especially where it concerned Princess Catherine. It turned out that Queen Elizabeth, even after her passing in 2022, left behind more than just her legacy. According to Princess Anne, the late Queen's message directly impacted Queen Camilla's role and may have shifted some dynamics within the royal family. What exactly did she say, though? Stay tuned, you'll find out soon. The Balmoral Summit, traditionally a time for reflection and family bonding, became an avenue of intense discussions this year, especially for Queen Camilla. The summit was held at Balmoral Castle, located in Scotland. However, this year, things turned dramatically when Queen Elizabeth's wish for Catherine was revealed for Queen Camilla, who recently took the consort title. The revelation left her stunned and triggered. Queen Elizabeth wished that Princess Catherine would one day become queen, one who would carry the full weight of the monarchy, not in the supportive role of Queen Consort Camilla, but as a full-fledged queen in her own right. This is to say that when Prince William becomes king, Princess Catherine will assume a higher position than Queen Camilla. The news that Catherine will one day have more authority than her did not go down well with Camilla. It threatened her as she had worked hard to establish her place in the royal family. This revelation hit Camilla hard. She felt betrayed and sidelined after all her efforts and hard work to establish herself in the royal family. The Queen's wish pained Camilla, and it was hard to come to terms with this new development. She would lose her influence, and everything she worked for would crumble. She had endured all this opposition and criticism with the hope that she would reach her goal of becoming the queen of the monarchy, but that didn't look possible anymore. How did Camilla react to all this? Did she take it lightly or vent her anger elsewhere? The decisions taken at the summit did not go well with Queen Camilla, and she opposed them. She felt it was a bad idea to even think of placing the monarchy's weight of power on someone inexperienced. In a shocking moment, she boldly made a strong and controversial assertion concerning Princess Catherine, saying she wasn't eligible to take on the role of queen. Tensions within the family were exposed as essential decisions concerning the monarch's future were debated. The royal family had to make decisions to accommodate the Queen's wishes as it loomed over their minds. This was the actual test of leadership. To further aggravate matters, Prince William brought up a new proposal that deviated from the monarch's traditional mode of operation. He suggested that all the monarch's finances should be reviewed. He mentioned an essential part of the review, reducing royal workers to reduce overspending. Another point was to introduce younger family members into the mainstream of power and give them more active roles. He said this would improve the efficiency of the family in carrying out its duties and reduce the workload on older royals. While many saw this proposal as progressive, Queen Camilla reportedly didn't support it. She vehemently opposed the suggestion, especially the plans to remove some relatives from royal funding and also the plan to replace older royals with younger ones and pass their responsibilities to them. She hammered on this because it was a sore point for her, especially as Catherine was among the young royals to whom power would go and who would replace her. The tension between these two royals had always been noticed, and the event at the summit pointed to that. The tension seemed to peak as Camilla expressed her concerns about being outshined by Catherine. This and the unsettling effect of Queen Elizabeth's wish charged the atmosphere at the summit. The desire to keep her family under the influence of the British monarchy was all Camilla could think of because the proposed review would not favour her and her family. The proposed financial review, which was discussed at the summit, aimed at limiting royal expenses, which means that some of Camilla's relatives will be removed from the family's budget. A move that Camilla felt was not just a budget cut but was a direct threat to weaken her family's standing within the monarchy. She put in so much work for years to reach the hierarchy she was now in the royal family, and the thought of having those responsibilities taken from her to someone younger and with more public influence than her left her feeling uncertain about her future influence. This was why she saw the proposed transfer of duties as a challenge to her role and place in the royal family. Due to their contrasting personalities, there have always been rumors concerning the relationship between Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine. There was always a clash of opinions between the two. While Princess Catherine was well loved and had a positive public influence, often looked at as the future of the modern monarchy, Queen Camilla had a hard time getting accepted by the public as the negative reviews of her past still loomed over her. As the discussion at the summit rose to a peak and the royal family debated, it seemed like everyone had a different vision of how the monarchy's future should unfold. There were factions at the summit, with members of the royal family taking different sides. Some members endorsed William's plan to modernize the monarchy, while others opposed it, insisting they must stick to their traditional mode of operation. Everyone was looking for the next line of action. Will William's proposed changes be carried out following this revelation about Catherine? What will her relationship with Queen Camilla look like? However, whatever decision from the Balmoral summit is put into action will inevitably cause a turning point in the royal family's future. Another sure thing is that the Balmoral summit has raised a lot of dust and exposed hidden tensions, leaving many questions unanswered, which could lead to more surprising developments in the coming months. As Camilla was battling with all these thoughts, Princess Anne, known for her strong work attitude, stepped in and reminded the family of Queen Elizabeth's final wish, stating that they should not deviate from it. Queen Elizabeth had envisioned how she wanted the monarchy to look in the future, so she was deliberate about her specific plans for Catherine and made an extraordinary wish. When the discussion of Camilla's future role came up, they considered changing her title from Queen Consort to give her the full title of Queen, but Princess Anne opposed it, making it clear that Queen Elizabeth had her vision for how things should unfold. Queen Elizabeth's wish for Catherine to become her royal successor left no room for confusion or doubt. Her vision that Princess Catherine, with her grace and positive influence, should be the queen was deliberately thought out for the monarchy's future. Catherine is seen as the bridge between traditional and modern governance, and this decision to pass power into the hands of a younger generation will help the monarchy adapt to the current leadership trends in the world. Will Catherine meet the late Queen's expectations? Will she be able to uphold this impeccable legacy? Catherine has always been admired and praised for embodying the qualities of service, dignity, and resilience, and comparisons were often drawn between her and Queen Elizabeth. They shared similar personalities and leadership qualities, the same traits Queen Elizabeth had that made her so beloved. Princess Catherine will one day take on one of the most essential roles in the history of the monarchy, a role that Queen Elizabeth herself had approved of. Princess Catherine's future rule as queen will be a natural continuation of Queen Elizabeth's remarkable legacy, an idea that has garnered widespread approval from the public. As these plans begin to be enforced, the direction of the royal family's future will shift as Queen Elizabeth's wish becomes the guiding force. The British monarchy is preparing for a new era where the younger generation is given the mainstream of authority, whether Queen Camilla agrees to it or not. What do you think about the revelations that have come to light? Do you think Catherine will make a great queen? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Feel free to explore the other videos on your screen before you go. See you in our next video, where we continue to explore the stories and secrets of the royal family.